Hello friends, my name is Pooja Arora and we are having some video lectures on the subject of mathematics, and in my last video lecture I have already covered the basic operations on matrices just like addition, subtraction, scalar multiplication and also transpose. Okay, so what we are going to do in this video lecture, we are going to discuss about matrix multiplication. Matrix multiplication is a multiplication between two matrices. Okay, so as we know that whenever we are going to perform any operation on the matrix, firstly we have to check some condition. Okay, just like addition and subtraction, we check order of the matrix. That was the condition for that operation. But here there is a twist in the condition. What is the condition says that if you want to perform matrix multiplication on two matrices, the condition says that the number of columns in the first matrix and the number of rows in the second matrix should be same. Then only we can perform the matrix multiplication. Otherwise the matrix multiplication is not possible. Let me revise the condition for you and take an example to betterly understand this. Just like A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, this is my first matrix, and if I am having like X, Y or maybe Z. Now let me tell you what the condition says. The condition says that number of columns in the first matrix, in this matrix, and number of rows in the second matrix should be same. So what are the number of columns here? Here we are having 3 number of column. And what are these are columns, as you know, I hope. Okay, and what are the number of rows here? Here I am having 1, 2 and 3 rows. So the number of column in the first matrix and the number of rows in the second matrix, if they both are same, then we can say that we can perform matrix multiplication. If these numbers are not same, then we cannot perform matrix multiplication. Just for the example, if I say that if I would have this matrix, in this matrix I have only 2 rows and 1 column, and here I am having 3 columns, so number of columns in the first matrix is not same as the number of rows in the second column, so we will directly say that matrix multiplication is not possible. So whenever you perform any operation on the matrix, very firstly you have to check the condition. If the condition satisfied, then only go to perform the addition operation, otherwise don't do it. Okay, one more thing you can remember to check the condition, as we write the order, right? If I write the order of this matrix right here in the subscript, it will be 2 into 3. That will be the order, and here the order will be 3 into 1. Okay, so write down the order here, 2 into 3, here the order is 3 into 1. This is my matrix A and this is my matrix B, and I am asking if the matrix multiplication AB possible or not. You have to check the condition, then these two values should be same. This is the condition. Okay, because in the order this represents the number of column and this represents the number of rows in the second matrix. So the same thing which I was saying, I am writing it like this. And what are these? This is our result. Just like we can see that matrix multiplication is possible because 3 and 3 are same. So after applying the matrix multiplication, we will get a result of the matrix 2 into 1. So my resultant matrix will be 2 by 1. 2 by 1 means in which it will have 2 rows and 1 column. That will be the answer of matrix multiplication. Okay, so I think now you understand the condition properly. So we can perform the matrix multiplication here, and now we are going to understand the process of matrix multiplication. Okay, this is a very interesting one and the most important one operation, because you have to use it in every question of matrix paper, in which you have to perform sum of matrix multiplication. Okay, so if you are not aware how to perform matrix multiplication, please pay attention and do it properly. So let me tell you the process how we can multiply these two matrices. Okay, so after satisfying the condition, we are sure that we can perform the matrix multiplication. And what is the process? You have to select one row from the first matrix and one column from the second matrix. Okay, so what I am going to do, I am going to multiply this first row to the first column. As you can see, there are three elements in the first row, and here also we are having three elements in the first column. What we are going to do, we are going to multiply first element to first element, second element to second element, and the third element to third element. And then we are going to add these elements, just like ax, I am multiplying a to x, then I am adding a plus sign, then I am multiplying b to the second element y, then again I am going to add sign, and then I am going to multiply c to z. Okay, once again I am repeating what I am doing. I am just selecting the first row, here I am selecting the first column, and we are multiplying the elements and writing here with the plus sign. Okay, so that will be my resultant answer. Okay, now first row we have multiplied, done, we are with the first row. Now we are going to select the second row. This is my second row, and again I am going to multiply the second row to the same column, like d to x, e to y, f to z. And where I am going to write this, because I am multiplying the second row, I have to write it in the second row here. So here I am writing dx plus ey plus fz. Okay, so this will be my answer. As I have already told you that answer will be 2 by 1. So here I am having two rows but only one column. Okay, what we did, we just selected first row from the first matrix and first column from the second matrix and multiply row to column. That's the only trick here, that you have to multiply row to column, not row to row, not the same position, nothing. You have to multiply rows to column. Okay, so I hope you got the basic concept of matrix multiplication, that how we can perform the matrix multiplication. Firstly, check the condition and then multiply each row to the column. Let's take one more example for better understanding, and let's check if we can do that or not. So if here I am having an example of maybe numerical values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, and 6, 1. Okay, so this is my matrix 3 by 2 because I am having 3 rows and 2 columns. And in my second matrix, I am having 2 number of rows, so here I have to take 2 number of rows. So this is my second matrix. What is the order of this? The order of this is 2 by 3. So by looking at this values, we can say that our condition satisfy, because number of columns in the first matrix and the number of rows in the second matrix are same. And what will be the answer? The answer will be a 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, this is my result. This is my result is going to be a 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, so till now the condition satisfy and we can perform the matrix multiplication. Now let's just move to the process of matrix multiplication. So to start with, what we have to do, firstly what I told you, step number 1, you have to select first row from the first matrix and first column from the second matrix and multiply these two with the plus sign. Okay, so what I am going to do, multiply this 1 to this 1, multiply this 2 to this 4 and adding a plus sign. So what I am going to do, 1 into 1 plus 2 into 4. Okay, Till now we have done that, but now here we are having two more columns. In the last example we are having only one column, so we multiply the first row to this column and that's it. But here we are having two more columns, so we have to multiply this row to these columns also. Okay, so what we are going to do now, we have done with this column. Okay, we have multiplied. Now we are moving to this column, and the same row will be multiplied to these one, first element to the first element and the second element to the second element. And because this is a multiplication of the second column, we are writing it here at the place of second column, just like I am writing it 1 into 2 plus 2 into 1. Okay, so we are done with the second column. Now in the same way we are going to multiply the first row to the third column as well. So this will be my third column, and here we are going to multiply 1 to 3 and 2 to 2, and I am writing it here 1 into 3 plus 2 into 2. So there are three columns and we are having our three columns here. What we just did, we just select the first row and multiply with each column one by one. First we multiply with the first column, then with second column, and then with the third column. Okay, so in the same way we are done with the first row. We have multiplied the first row with all the columns. In the same way I am going to do the multiplication of the second row. Second row to the first column, second row to the second column, second row to the third column, one by one. So I am starting with my first column. So I will multiply 4 into 1 plus 5 into 4. I think you got the point now. Now for second row to second column. So 4 into 2 plus 5 into 1. Now second row to the third column, that means 4 into 3 plus 5 into 2. That will be the multiplication of second row to all the columns. Now repeat the procedure for the third row. I think till now concepts are clear. So I am multiplying the third row to each of the column, starting with the first column, 6 into 1 plus 1 into 4. Now I am moving to the second column, 6 into 2 plus 1 into 1. Now I am moving to the third column, that is 6 into 3 plus 1 into 2. I am writing it here in the detail format just because you can understand the concept. I am multiplying which row, which element to the which column. That's why I write it here in the detail. Now you can summarize the result. So if I summarize this, this is 1 plus 8. So it will be 9. Okay, what is here? This is 2 plus 2, that is 4. So I can write 4 here. This is 3 plus 8. So it will be 11. This is 4 or 20. So 4 plus 20, that is 24. This is 6 plus 4, that is equivalent to 10. This is 8 plus 5. So that will be equivalent to 13. This is 12 plus 1, that is again 13. This is 12 plus 10. So it will be 22. And this is 18 plus 2. So that is 20. Okay. So this is your final answer, and as you can see, the final answer is 3 by 3 matrix, and we have already discussed that the answer will be a 3 by 3 matrix. So that was the process and the concept of matrix multiplication. I hope you got the point, but still if you have any confusion, you can let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you.